Chosen one, lean in closely, for this word is not an accident, nor is it a coincidence that you are here right now. Something deep within you has been aching. And though you've smiled for others, carried responsibilities, and pushed forward bravely, there has been a hidden pain inside of you. A pain you rarely speak about. A pain you sometimes don't even have words for. And yet it has been shaping your days, weighing on your nights, and quietly stealing your peace. But hear this, that hidden pain is coming to an end. God has seen what others overlooked. He has heard the cries that never left your lips. The very tears you thought fell in silence have not been wasted. They have been gathered, stored, remembered. And now heaven is responding. There is a healing that is coming. Healing not just for your body, but for your spirit, your heart, your memories. A healing that goes so deep, it will touch the very root of your sorrow. God is sending it. Not tomorrow, not in some far-off, uncertain future, but now in this season of your life. This is not a message for the world at large. This is a message for you, the one who has endured silently, the one who has prayed without answers, the one who has kept walking even when the weight was unbearable. You chosen one are being called to receive the promise that your hidden pain is ending. But before I tell you what this healing will look like, before I reveal the signs you will begin to see, and before I unfold the divine instruction that will guide your steps, pause and let this truth settle in your spirit. You are seen, you are known, and you are loved far too much to be left in the place of silent suffering. Stay with me until the very end of this word, because what will be revealed is more than comfort. It is a roadmap to your release, your transformation, your divine renewal. The ending of pain is not just the absence of sorrow, it is the arrival of joy. And that joy is already on its way to you. So hear me clearly, your story is shifting, your night is lifting, and your hidden pain is ending, because God Himself has decided it is time. Chosen one, before we step deeper into this revelation, I need you to pause and recognize the source of what is being spoken to you today. These words are not crafted to simply encourage or inspire. They are drawn from the heart of God Himself. They carry the breath of the One who formed you, who has watched every step of your journey, and who has declared over your life that your hidden pain will not have the final word. You may have wondered at times if heaven was silent. You may have asked, Lord, do you even see me? Do you even hear me? And in the stillness, it felt like your cries dissolved into the air. But what you could not see was that every whispered prayer, every silent tear, every unspoken ache was being written in heaven's record. God has not overlooked you. He has not turned away. He has been waiting for this precise moment, this season, this hour to send forth His healing hand upon you. This is not just encouragement. This is appointment. When God speaks, it is not to fill space with words, but to accomplish purpose. And the purpose of this message is clear: the ending of pain, the arrival of restoration, and the fulfillment of promises made long ago. The Lord is drawing near to you right now. Even as you hear these words, His Spirit is confirming within your heart that they belong to you. You may feel a stirring, a warmth, a quiet sense that what is being spoken is not random. That sensation is divine recognition. It is God's way of saying, "This is for you, my beloved." Do not doubt it. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. In a world filled with noise, God has carved out this exact moment to reach you. He orchestrated the path that led you here not by chance, but by design. For He is a God who knows how to align the right word with the right soul at the right time. You have been marked as chosen. That means you are not ordinary, though you may have been overlooked by people. That means your story is not accidental, though it may have carried chapters of suffering. That means your destiny is secure, though the path has been littered with trials. And now the divine whisper rises to a prophetic declaration. Your hidden pain is ending, not because you forced it, not because you earned it, but because the one who loves you beyond measure has said enough. So let your heart be still. Let your spirit open. Allow faith to rise within you, because this message is not just for your ears, it is for your destiny. Healing is being released. Freedom is being commanded. Restoration is being decreed. What you are about to hear in the coming words is not suggestion, it is prophecy. And prophecy, when received in faith, becomes reality. Chosen one, lean in. The revelation is about to be unveiled. Chosen one, the moment has come to open the scroll of what has been hidden until now. The prophecy for your life in this season is not one of endless sorrow, but of divine healing. The Father declares, the pain you thought would never lift the wound, you thought would never close the shadow you thought would never pass, these are coming to their appointed end. You have carried invisible burdens. Smiles have covered scars. Laughter has veiled tears, and strength has disguised exhaustion. But the Lord says, I have seen behind the veil. I have measured every ounce of your suffering, and I have declared the limit has been reached. No more. The prophecy is this: a wave of healing is descending. Like a gentle river flowing into dry ground, it will begin to touch areas of your soul that you thought were permanently damaged. It will move through your heart, restoring joy where sorrow once lived. It will touch your mind, silencing the voices of fear, shame, and self-doubt. It will even ripple into your body, renewing strength where weakness tried to take hold. Picture it like the dawn after a long night. Darkness stretches across the horizon, but then, without warning, light breaks forth. First a glimmer, then a glow, and finally a flood of brilliance that cannot be stopped. That is the picture of your healing. Not instant, not shallow, but steady and unstoppable. And listen, this is not only about you. Yes, your pain is ending, but the healing God is sending will overflow to others connected to you. Those who doubted your endurance will witness your renewal. Those who once spoke against you will marvel at your strength. And those who are quietly suffering near you will find courage, because your testimony will shine as proof that God still heals, still delivers, still restores. The Lord whispers, the season of silent suffering is closing, and the season of visible restoration is opening. Where there was loneliness, I am sending companionship. Where there was confusion, I am releasing clarity. Where there was lack, I am commanding abundance. Where there was despair, I am birthing hope. Do not be surprised if in the coming days you feel lighter without knowing why. Do not question if suddenly peace floods your chest in the middle of an ordinary day. That is the prophecy manifesting. Healing is not only a promise written in Scripture, it is a current reality being poured into your life. This prophecy is deeply personal. It is for the one who has lain awake at night rehearsing regrets. It is for the one who carries childhood wounds, unspoken. It is for the one who has been betrayed, overlooked, misunderstood. It is for the one who feels like no one could possibly understand the depth of what they've endured. The Father says, I understand. I was there, and now I come to restore. Chosen one, take heart. The prophecy unveiled is, this your hidden pain is ending because heaven has declared the time for healing has come. And when God declares a thing, nothing can reverse it. Chosen one. Every prophecy carries layers, like the rings within a tree, like the unfolding petals of a flower. What God has spoken over you, that your hidden pain is ending, and that healing is being sent, does not rest only on the surface. It carries spiritual weight, eternal depth, and divine principles that reveal why this moment in your journey matters. Let us begin with the first truth. Pain is never wasted. The hidden wounds you have carried were not placed there by God, but He has permitted them to shape you in ways you cannot yet fully see. Pain, as unbearable as it has been, became the soil in which endurance, compassion, and wisdom were planted. Like seeds buried in the darkness of earth, your tears watered something unseen. Though you felt broken, heaven was building you. Though you felt silenced, your spirit was learning to listen for God's whisper. Think of the storm. When thunder roars and rain lashes down, it feels destructive. Yet storms also cleanse the air, replenish the soil, and prepare the earth for growth. Your hidden pain was a storm, not a punishment, but a passage. A refining fire, not to consume you, but to burn away what could not remain. And now as the storm quiets, you step into the clear air of renewal. Second truth, God moves in seasons. Just as winter must give way to spring and night must give way to dawn, so too must sorrow give way to joy. The scriptures remind us, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Your season of hidden pain has stretched long, but every season has its appointed end. The spiritual meaning here is profound. God has decreed the change of season for you. You do not remain in winter forever. The bloom is inevitable. Third truth, healing is part of destiny. Too often, you may have believed that your calling was on pause until you could fix yourself, or that your brokenness disqualified you from walking in your purpose. But the divine reality is the opposite. Your destiny includes your healing. God is not waiting for you to be perfect before using you. He is healing you as He ushers you into purpose. The wound becomes the testimony. The scar becomes the sign. The very place of your deepest pain becomes the altar where His glory shines brightest. Picture a door. On one side, the room is dim, filled with echoes of old sorrows. On the other side, a new room awaits, bright, spacious, filled with promise. For so long, you have pressed your hand against the wood of that door, feeling its weight, wondering if it would ever open. The meaning of this prophecy is this: the door is now unlocking. Not because of your effort, but because the master key, God Himself, has turned the lock. And when He opens, no one can shut. Another layer of depth is this: transformation requires surrender. You have been strong holding yourself together. But healing is not about holding, it is about releasing. It is about letting go of the need to understand everything. Letting go of the timelines you once demanded and allowing God to move in His divine timing. Healing flows best into surrendered hands. The message here is not to strive harder, but to soften, to yield, to open. Finally, know this: your story carries ripple effects. What God heals in you does not stay confined within you. When light pierces one heart, it spreads. Your healing will comfort others. Your freedom will inspire others. Your restoration will point others to the source. Think of it as a lamp placed on a stand. Your life will shine more brightly precisely because you once knew darkness. So, chosen one, the deeper spiritual meaning of this prophecy is threefold. Your pain had a purpose. It refined you. Your season is shifting. Night is giving way to dawn. Your destiny requires your healing, and it has already begun. Hold this in your spirit. The ending of hidden pain is not just relief, it is transformation. The one who emerges from this season will not be the same as the one who entered it. You will carry wisdom, compassion, strength, and testimony. You will carry light born from darkness, and you will walk in a depth of faith that only the healed can carry. This is the meaning beneath the prophecy. This is why the healing matters. It is not just about feeling better, it is about becoming who you were always meant to be. Chosen one, when God speaks, He does not leave His children without confirmation. Heaven always provides signs, gentle markers on the path to reassure you that the prophecy is alive, unfolding, and personally meant for you. These signs may not appear in flashing lights or dramatic moments, but rather in subtle shifts that carry the unmistakable fingerprint of God. Let me reveal to you some of the confirmations you may already be experiencing or will soon notice as proof that your hidden pain is ending and healing is being sent. 1. An unusual peace in ordinary moments. You may suddenly sense calm where anxiety once ruled. Perhaps during a task as simple as washing dishes or walking down the street, you feel a wave of quiet peace. That peace is not random. It is the Spirit moving gently, wrapping your soul in assurance that the healing has begun. 2. A stirring in your dreams. Dreams are often the language of heaven. You may notice vivid dreams of light, of open doors, of being carried out of darkness into brightness. These dreams are not imagination. They are glimpses of the spiritual shift happening within you. God is whispering to your subconscious, the night is over. Dawn is here. 3. Tears that feel cleansing, not heavy. For so long, your tears were tied to sorrow, frustration, and exhaustion. But now you may find tears rising unexpectedly, not of despair, but of release. These tears carry freedom. They are the rivers through which pain leaves and healing flows in. 4. Encounters with unexpected encouragement. Perhaps someone sends a message that feels perfectly timed. Perhaps a sermon, a song, or even a stranger's words pierce your heart with uncanny relevance. These are divine echoes, confirmations that heaven is aligning voices to remind you that you are seen and that your season is shifting. 5. A restlessness with old patterns. You may feel less willing to tolerate the things that once drained you. Old habits lose their grip. Toxic connections no longer satisfy. This restlessness is not frustration, it is preparation. God is loosening you from the past so that you can walk freely into the future. 6. Small glimpses of restoration. Maybe it's energy returning to your body after long fatigue. Maybe it's laughter slipping into your days again. Maybe it's a relationship beginning to mend. These glimpses are first fruits, the early blooms of a larger harvest of healing that is on its way. Chosen one, thus, these signs are heaven's way of saying, you are not imagining this. You are not making it up. I am moving. If you have already noticed some of these, rejoice. If not, keep watch. The signs will appear in ways both subtle and clear. For the Spirit of God never leaves his prophecy without a trace of his fingerprints. So be alert, be expectant. Pay attention to the whispers, the dreams, the peace, the stirrings. They are heaven's confirmations marking your journey from hidden pain to visible healing. Chosen one. When God announces healing, it does not always arrive in a straight line. Sometimes before the fullness of the promise manifests, you will walk through hidden challenges, tests of faith that appear like shadows right before the dawn. These are not punishments, but refinements. They are not signs of delay, but proof that you are crossing the threshold into something greater. Let me reveal some of these challenges, so when they come, you will not be shaken. 1. The test of patience. Healing unfolds in layers. Though the prophecy has been declared, you may not see the fullness of it overnight. There will be days when you feel lighter, and others when the old heaviness tries to creep back. Do not mistake these fluctuations for failure. They are part of the process, like a wound scabbing before it fully closes. Patience will be required, and faith will be tested. But remember, the work has already begun. 2. The resurfacing of old wounds. As healing begins, certain memories, emotions, or patterns may resurface, not to torment you, but to release you. Just as a surgeon must sometimes reopen a wound to cleanse it, God allows hidden pains to surface so they can finally be healed at the root. When this happens, do not despair. Recognize it as a sign that God is digging deeper, removing what was festering, so that complete restoration can take place. 3. Opposition from familiar places. Do not be surprised if some people around you resist your healing. They may not understand the new strength rising in you. Some may even prefer the version of you that stayed quiet, broken, or dependent. This is a challenge, but it is also a sign God is shifting your circle, refining your connections, and protecting the newness He is birthing in you. 4. The temptation to doubt. There will be whispers, internal and external, saying, "Nothing has changed. This is just your imagination." These whispers are lies sent to steal your faith. Guard your mind fiercely. The enemy fights hardest when the breakthrough is closest. Doubt will knock at your door, but you have authority to answer. With truth, God has spoken, and His word will not return void. 5. The discomfort of growth. Healing is not just relief, it is transformation. And transformation is rarely comfortable. You may feel stretched, challenged to step into new responsibilities, or pulled away from old patterns. This discomfort is a holy sign that you are expanding beyond the limits of your former pain. Chosen one, and these challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to prepare you. They are like the final hurdles before the finish line. And here is the truth. The very fact that challenges arise after a prophecy is proof that the prophecy is real. For if there was nothing on the other side, there would be no resistance at the threshold. So do not fear the hidden challenges. Recognize them, name them, and walk through them with courage. Because every test you endure is confirmation that healing is not only promised, it is already unfolding. Chosen one. Every prophecy comes with an invitation. When God declares healing, He does not simply hand it to you like an object. He invites you into a divine partnership. His power performs the miracle, but your faith, your obedience, and your willingness open the door for that miracle to manifest fully. So what does heaven require of you in this season? Let me give you the instructions, simple, sacred, and powerful. 1. Guard your atmosphere. Healing flows best in an environment of peace. Pay attention to what you allow into your spirit. Negative conversations, toxic relationships, endless streams of bad news. These can cloud the very atmosphere God is trying to clear. Begin to guard your space as if it were holy ground. Protect your mind from fear, your ears from lies, and your heart from heaviness. If something disrupts your peace, step back. Your healing is too precious to risk contamination. 2. Speak life over yourself. Words carry power. For too long, you may have spoken from the place of pain. I'll never recover. I'm too broken. I can't do this. But now heaven instructs you to shift your language. Begin to declare, I am healed. I am chosen. I am strong. I am whole. Even if your emotions resist, your words will train your spirit. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So speak life and watch your healing align with your declarations. 3. Release what no longer belongs. There are burdens you've carried out of habit, grudges, regrets, even identities tied to pain. God is saying, let them go. Healing cannot fully flow where the past is gripping tightly. This may mean forgiving someone who never apologized. It may mean forgiving yourself for mistakes long ago. It may mean laying down the version of yourself that was defined by suffering. Release it all. Empty hands can receive what full hands cannot. 4. Stay consistent in prayer and presence. Healing is not just a one-time touch. It is a continual presence of God in your life. Do not drift away now that the word has been spoken. Instead, lean in closer. Make space for prayer daily, not as ritual, but as relationship. Sit in silence, open scripture, sing songs of worship. The more time you spend in His presence, the stronger the flow of healing will become. 5. Obey the small nudges. Often God's instruction comes in whispers. You may feel prompted to rest more, to reconnect with someone, to start a new habit, to step away from a draining environment. Do not dismiss these nudges. They may feel small, but they are steps in your larger journey of healing. Each act of obedience creates alignment with what heaven is releasing. 6. Expect resistance, but press forward. As you walk these steps, resistance will appear, but do not retreat. Stand firm. Remind yourself daily, I am moving toward healing, and nothing can block what God has ordained. See resistance as confirmation that you are on the right path. Let it strengthen, not weaken your resolve. 7. Rejoice in advance. One of the most powerful instructions you can follow is this: rejoice before the healing fully manifests. Thank God now as if it is already complete. Praise is a weapon. Gratitude is a magnet for blessings. By rejoicing in advance, you shift your posture from waiting in doubt to receiving in faith. Chosen one, these are not burdensome commands. They are gentle invitations, pathways into freedom. Think of them as steps across a river, each one carrying you closer to the shore of wholeness. And understand this: these instructions are not only about your healing, they are training you for destiny. Guarding your atmosphere will protect your calling. Speaking life will empower your future. Releasing the past will free you for new doors. Prayer will anchor you in storms. Obedience will keep you aligned. Rejoicing will fuel your strength. Follow these instructions with faith, and you will see the promise unfold before your eyes. Heaven has given you the roadmap. Now, walk it with courage. Chosen one, as you walk through healing, you may still wonder, will I be safe in this process? Will the same pain return? Will I stumble along the way? And to this, heaven speaks clearly. You are not walking alone. You are surrounded, shielded, and carried by the very presence of God. Understand, this healing is not fragile when God is the one sending it. It is not something you must cling to with fear, afraid that it will slip away. The healing of the Lord is protected by His own hand. And that hand is mighty. That hand is unshakable. That hand has carried generations before you and will carry you now. Picture yourself walking through a valley. Shadows may fall across the path, but above you, a radiant light hovers, God's Spirit. It moves with you, shielding you from what you cannot see, blocking arrows you were never even aware of, and leading you step by step toward higher ground. This is not imagination. It is spiritual reality. The scriptures remind us, He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. Imagine that wings stretched wide, creating a canopy of safety. That is your covering. No hidden trap, no unseen enemy, no lingering fear can breach the shield God has placed over you. Let me tell you what this means in practice. When fear tries to rise in the night, God's presence will calm you. When old pain tries to whisper lies, His truth will silence them. When others misunderstand your journey, His Spirit will affirm you. When challenges come, His strength will carry you through them. Chosen one, you are being escorted into healing with divine protection on every side. Angels are stationed around you. Peace is assigned to you. The Lord Himself walks before you while His goodness and mercy follow behind. You are surrounded, front, back, above, below. And here is your assurance: the God who began this work in you will complete it. He is not a God of half-finished miracles. He does not stir hope only to abandon His children. No, He carries His work to completion. What He has started in your heart, He will perfect. So breathe. Release the fear of relapse, the anxiety of what if. Healing is not a fragile glass you might drop. It is a fortress being built around you, stone by stone, sealed by the Spirit, guarded by heaven's armies. Chosen one, the word is clear: you are protected. You are not alone, and your healing is secure in the hands of the Almighty. Chosen one, imagine for a moment standing on the other side of this valley. The pain that once weighed you down is gone. The shadows that once lingered in your thoughts have lifted. The nights that seemed endless are now replaced with mornings full of light. This is not fantasy. It is the reality God is bringing you into. Healing is not only the absence of pain, it is the presence of wholeness. When God declares that your hidden pain is ending, He is not merely erasing sorrow. He is painting joy upon the canvas of your life. What was once broken is being restored with a beauty that even surpasses what was lost. You will begin to notice transformation in layers. In your heart, love will flow where bitterness once stood. The heaviness you carried quietly will be replaced by a sense of lightness that even others will see. People will say, there is something different about you, and they will be right. It will be the glow of healing. In your mind, thoughts of defeat will be replaced by visions of possibility. The cycles of overthinking, regret, and fear will dissolve. Instead, clarity will emerge, ideas will spark, confidence will rise. The very mind that once felt like a battlefield will become a sanctuary of peace. In your spirit, faith will expand. You will no longer pray from a place of desperation, but from a place of trust. Worship will feel richer. Scriptures will open with fresh meaning. You will sense God more closely, not as a distant hope, but as a present friend. And yes, transformation will spill into the tangible parts of your life. Relationships once strained will find pathways to reconciliation. New doors of opportunity will open that were locked during your season of pain. Physical vitality will return, energizing you for the next chapter of destiny. Chosen one, fulfillment means walking freely, no longer dragging the chains of yesterday. It means stepping into a future that is wide open, where you are not defined by wounds, but by wisdom, not by sorrow, but by strength. Think of a tree that endured harsh winter. The branches looked barren, lifeless, forgotten. But when spring came, buds burst forth, blossoms filled the air, and fruit began to grow. That is the picture of your life in this season of fulfillment. You are that tree once bowed by the cold, now standing tall in full bloom. And here is the most powerful part. Your transformation will not just bless you, it will ripple outward. Your healing will inspire healing in others. Your joy will spark joy in those around you. Your testimony will become a key that unlocks hope in the hearts of those who hear it. You will become living proof that God restores, redeems, and renews. So let hope rise within you now. Fulfillment is not a distant dream. It is an unfolding reality. You are already in motion, already stepping into the new, already tasting the first fruits of what is to come. Chosen one, the prophecy ends not with pain, but with purpose. Not with sorrow, but with song. Not with loss, but with life abundant. And that life is yours. Chosen one, we have walked together through the unveiling of this word, from the announcement of your healing through the signs, the instructions, and the assurance of protection, all the way to the vision of your transformation. Now it is time to seal this prophecy in your spirit with affirmations and blessing. Affirmations are not empty words. They are declarations of faith, aligning your heart with heaven's decree. Speak them aloud. Let them echo in your home, in your mind, in your spirit. Repeat them until they become part of your breath. Here are 4 affirmations for you. My hidden pain is ending, and I am stepping into healing. I am chosen, protected, and surrounded by God's love. I release the past and embrace the joy of this new season. The healing flowing through me will bless others and glorify God. Carry these with you daily. Whisper them when doubt rises. Declare them when hope feels fragile. These affirmations will serve as anchors, keeping your spirit steady as the waves of healing wash over you. And now receive this blessing. May the Lord, who sees in secret, bring into light the healing you have longed for. May every hidden wound be touched by His hand and restored in His timing. May your nights of sorrow be exchanged for mornings of laughter. May your heart be guarded, your mind be renewed, and your spirit be lifted higher than you imagined possible. Chosen one, may you walk in the fullness of wholeness, not only for your sake, but as a beacon to others who are still in the shadows. May your life become a living testimony that God restores, that He redeems, that He brings beauty from ashes. From this moment forward, may peace rest upon you like a mantle. May strength rise within you like a river. May love overflow through you like an endless spring. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not broken beyond repair. You are chosen and you are healed. And so we seal this word in faith, trusting that the God who has spoken it will bring it to completion. Your hidden pain is ending forever. Step into the joy of your new season.